everybody, and welcome back to High Button Sports here as we get set for action with the Shabukto U11 AA here. We got a big game on our hands here as it is the Provincial Qualifiers. Win and move on, as we're playing for a spot in the Provincials. If we win this tomorrow, we'll be in Centennial playing. 3 games you got to make it through, I believe, if you want to be that team, and it all starts here. Shabukto versus Halifax Black, and we are off to the races. First period, puck sent down the right side. Rimmer in there for Halifax, plays that over to the right side and flicked on down. In behind the net there, try to center out in front. That one's gonna catch the middle and it'll exit all the way out to center. Picked up and now passed off to Brown. Brown stepping in, shot, that one blocked. In behind they come, Noel. Up the wall to Chip. Chip throws it up in the air and comes down onto the stick there, Cranston. Cranston in down the left side looking for some open room. He'll step in for a shot, that one high and wide. Circling around the boards there, Douglas first to it, does a good job of cutting that puck off. That one, forward pass up the right side, picked up to Lorette. In towards the middle, Pelham in the skates on the right side, and circling around. Comes out and chipped in through the zone. Haven't had a whistle here yet, heading back the other way. Pelham tries to cut it off, it's back to Cranston, or back to Metledge, my mistake. And then we've got a penalty here on the right side. There's a tripping call coming, and Lorette looks like he's heading to the box here, and it'll be a power play for Halifax here early. So we're off to the races here in this big game. Like I said, it's do or die. That's why you see the Provincial Qualifiers Game 1 up there on the scoreboard. One back and settled by Douglas. Douglas sends it down the right side, picked up on the wall and in low, back to the line. On the blue they sit. Punch down the right side, Henneberry. Henneberry tries to work it to Pelham. Pelham swings at it, it's back to the line. Now good job by Pelham to cut that off. And then pinched in along the boards, and that'll be an interference as can't do that. It'll be 4-on-4 here as Pelham's good IQ and good hustle there, creating the chance to cancel out the power play, and we'll be back to 4-on-4. So 4-on-4 here for the next minute and 39 seconds. In the zone on the left side. Skated in deep. Cut off on the board. Struff tries to play that back. A player who's really grown into his own. Has a shot at most improved on the Shabukto AA team this year. As he circles back in front, puck's there, rebound shot, and scores! A centering pass by Struff, and finished off. And that'll be, just trying to get the number there on who scored, but nonetheless, that'll be 1-0 here, Shabukto. Early, the #1 team in the regular season. They're trying to punch their spot, and it's Sutcliffe who scored that one. And we got to remember that it is different. The playoffs that are going to be starting up in this next week, they're going to be different than what we're playing in right now. It's 2 separate things, so they're still playing for the league championship in the playoffs, but this is for Provincial Qualifiers. Circled in behind. Back to the middle, Sutcliffe gets a stick on it. Sutcliffe, hard pass to Jollymore up the right side. And Jollymore has time and space. He'll step in, shot. That one blockered away. In behind, they wrap around. And that one's sent down. 7:07 left in the first. In the right corner, back to McDonald. McDonald chips it down the right side, cut off. Cranston with some supporting help there. Gets wrapped in behind, Chip gets a stick on it. Cranston pulls that out, and then a nice little behind the back play back to Chip, and he'll head to the front of the net. Trying to center out, that one left side, chop that. Into the zone they go, Chip in behind. Stops up. Looking for that pass in the back, and it's caught off. Chip then still on the stick and off of it. Down the wall they come, and then worked out of the zone there by Harper. And that'll go down for an icing. Nope, not an icing. I believe they must have scored on that power. They must have deemed that a power play goal, the last one on the 4-on-4. So they still have a player in the box, and that's why it's 5-on-4 here still. Or no, the penalty ended up, so I'm not sure why that icing was waved up, but nonetheless, end of the power plays. We'll be back to 5-on-5, 1-0 lead here for Chebucto. Got a little confusing there. That one sent back in, stopped up, and it'll be whistled here and on the red dot. Down low, and now back to Douglas. Douglas shoots it, hits Pelham in the back, and is sent in deep. Looking for the wraparound. It's over to Penopals. Lorette on the wall. Pelham spinning around, plays that into the back right corner. Lorette grabbing. And along the boards there, Chebucto doing a good job of holding the zone. They've been all over them here in this first 5 minutes. That gets sent into the middle. Metlich tries to get on it. Now circling back the right side. Into Metlich. Metlich picks it up in stride here, and we haven't had too many whistles. A quick first 5 here as Metlich trying to drop that pass. Missed pick up by Halifax. Halifax down the right side. Pelham circling back, and Pelham creating turnovers here. He knows what he's playing for this afternoon. Sent down by Lorette. Circle around in the zone and pulling back out. From the back end, Halifax with momentum. Got a bit of a wall they had to get through, and they're just going to send it out. Cranston picks it up. Cranston in behind, and that one gets to the line and just out, so a little bit of a break there for Chebucto as Cranston picks it up on the right side. He cuts through the middle. Cranston in, shot, blocker save. Looking for the rebound in front on the left side. Trying to finish it off and can't get it there. But Struff, just a hound around the net. And almost a good shot and a good chance there by Cranston. Back to Rimmer. Rimmer picks it up. Rimmer down the right side. Sent on in, cut off along the wall. Looking for that lead pass, trying to get it ahead. Struff over to Cranston. Cranston stops, dumps it down. In the zone, chased after. Jollymore gonna have to back up, and then they'll pinch in on it. Jollymore, quick shot in. That one flicked off the end of the stick, and we let go. The whistle didn't go, but they were able to escape that one. Halifax kind of getting lucky there. In towards the middle now, Brown. Brown down the right side, he'll jump in. Cutting to the middle, Captain Brown, and stopped up by Cranston, and Halifax just can't penetrate the zone right now. Cranston brings it on. Left side, held onto, shot in, scores! Bowen Cranston puts home the second of the game here with 7 minutes left to go in the first, and a 2-0 lead here. Taking care of business off the rush and picking his spot. Over to the left side, flick down in the zone there, chop that with the stick. Lorette spun around, Chip on the end boards. Chip picks it off, he has a man in front, he's gonna hold a shoot, that one stopped. Good save there. Chip, another player who started off pretty solid but has just gotten better as the year's gone on. Noel cut off along the wall. Tried to pull back in and into the zone down the right side. Back to the blue line. Chipped back. And defensive battle there, and I'm impressed with how fluid this first period's been. Really had any whistles, maybe 3 in the whole thing, not including the goals. Over to Chip on the right side. Chip in through the middle. Cut off down the wall. And again, Harper. Harper gets that one caught up in his feet. Back towards the middle, chipped over to Lorette. Lorette in stride now down the left. Lorette steps in, shot that one blocked before it could reach the net. Lorette down low, he's alone as the rest of the forwards and defense changing there for Chebucto. Played it back to the line. Henneberry backing off. Henneberry on the left side trying to cut it off in the feet. Back in the other way, around to Douglas. Douglas on the wall, over to Brown. Brown wheeling in, tries to hand off in front, can't get there as Halifax still looking to make some noise here in the offensive end. That one on the stick of Metledge. Metledge up to Pelham. Pelham brings it in. Pelham down the right side. Circles off, tried to center out front. Metledge takes a big swipe at it, but it wasn't enough. Couldn't get the stick on. In behind and now flicked around. Pelham into the skates. Down the wall, hustled after. Cranston tries to cut it. Back to the line for Henneberry. Henneberry up the middle, Pelham. Pelham left side, hands off, and just offside there as Pelham handed it off before they brought it in. Pushed back. Jollymore on the right side, kept in the zone. Lorette now through the middle. Lorette steps in, shot high, trying to swipe at it. It's into the ref's skates, and then he'll shoot that back in. Up the boards, Striff cut it off. In behind they go. Sutcliffe played back. Striff trying to center. Jollymore skating for it. Jollymore on the end boards. He's covered by Lorette on the blue line. 10 seconds left to go in the first. Struff tries to play it back. It's turned over. They try to snap it out of the zone. It'll come back, but not much time on the clock. Jollymore will just take that back and circle. And they'll be ending the period. So, 2-0 at the end of one. An impressive first for Chebucto as they look to hold on and punch their ticket to tomorrow. We'll see. We'll be back. All right, and we are back here with the second period as we blew through that first period. We'll see how the next one holds up. That one down the wall, cut off by Brown. Halifax trying to mount a comeback here. Chebucto trying to keep its status quo. Picked up by Cranston. Cranston hands off to Chip on the right side. Chip skating in. Chip into the zone. He'll stop up. Back to Jollymore. Jollymore chipped over his head over to Castonguay. Haven't seen much from the defense here. Set in front and a quick chop by Chip. Stop. haven't seen much by the defense here because they haven't really needed to do too much here. So it's been a lot of forward work here in the first period, at least. And apparently Dartmouth losing yesterday in this provincial qualifier, so a big competition for the Athletics here. That one worked in front, head on, and Johnson gets a good shot off stop. So, like I said, Chebucto's competition, Dartmouth out of the running here for the Provincials. Penal Pals sent in, saved there by McSween as he jumps on it. And the first real direct shot on for Halifax stopped. In the zone here, one over to Noel. Noel flicks it up ahead. Metledge diving out, gives it to Lorette. Lorette gets by the D. Down the right side, Lorette steps in. Shot doesn't make it there. Oh, and they go crashing into the boards. And Lorette's down. And we're gonna move away from the play there, as here on High Button we don't show any injuries, and we're gonna take a little break here and let you know when we're back. And it looks like we're okay here as Lorette's able to skate off under his own power. And he'll head back to the bench, and he'll seem to be okay. As I believe his mother is at the bench. She just wants the heads up that he's all right, and it looks like he is okay. And she gets the thumbs up, and she'll take a sigh of relief and head back to the bench, or to the stands, and that one spun around up to Pelham. Pelham down the left side, he'll cut in. Trying to shake the man, pushed into the corner. Pelham along the end wall. Puck's tied up in there behind. Held on to behind, and looking to go up the right side. It's held on to. Back to Noel. Noel circles, he'll grab and look for the lane out. Into the middle he comes. Down the left side, drop pass there, nice one to Pelham. Pelham shoots, that one doesn't reach. In behind, they try to get a stick on it. Halifax now turning it back the other way. McDonald's on the line. McDonald pass to Noel. Noel shot off the boards up to Pelham. Pelham on the right side. He holds, try to center up front, on the stick, they score! Two guys in front to get to it. They make good, and it'll be 3-0 here for Chebucto. It's kind of hard to see finish that. I believe it was Metledge. It'll be 3-0 here in the second, and Chebucto in complete control. Dropped in, Cranston takes a swipe at it. Played back to Douglas. Douglas up the right side. Cranston enters. Spun around. Back to the line. Sutcliffe gets a stick on it. Into Struff. Tries to backhand on, stopped. In behind, they played up to the wall. Henneberry shot in hard down the right side. Kept in, and now Halifax the other way, down the left. Maybe looking a 2-on-1, and it just cut off, and Henneberry, good job breaking up that play, putting the pressure on. And that one's over to Struff now. Struoff trying to battle through. He gets it ahead. Good job there. Having it out to Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe shot it, scores. Sutcliffe top shelf, 4-0. And that's all Struoff, who's, I've said it once, I'll say it again, some fantastic plays in his last handful of games, and that's another one there, staying with that puck there at the circle, the dot right outside the blue line, forcing that in and making no mistake. And cruise control mode here about halfway through the game for Chebucto. Into the wall. That one bounces out to the middle, and oh, a good job pushing by Jollymore as stops the defensive lapse there from happening, as it could have been a 2-on-1. He decides to pinch and plays it perfect. Played in behind, Lorette. Up the wall, Lorette through the middle. Into the zone and hustled after. He gets some help down low. Tries to play it to Castonguay on the line. Sent back in. Looking for a lane. Down the right side. It's sent on back to Castonguay. Castonguay spins around. Johnston tries to get a stick in on it. It's all tied up there in the middle in the skates. Halifax trying to get one and get themselves back in this game. Lorette played up the wing. Good to see him back out there. He's okay. That one has an icing waved off. Lorette pressures. In on the wall. Castonguay steps into it. Stopped. Looking for the outlet. Stop. Pelham. In ahead. Lorette, and just offside there is Cranston and Lorette. We're looking for the 2-on-0. Couldn't make it happen, and now 5:30 left in the second. We're just about halfway through this game. That one centered back. Jollymore in ahead to Cranston. Lead pass. Cranston steps in, shot. That one saved. There's Halifax goalie. Get some love from his forwards. And we'll head over to the other dot here. Cranston on the draw. Pushes forward. Comes into the left side. They'll try to chip it back. Pelham stopped. It's McDonald on the line. McDonald down. Cut off now in front. Falls out. Cranston back. Over to Metledge. This is his stick. Metledge holds the line. Pelham on the wall. He has it. Metledge in on it too. Pelham. Pelham tries to center in front. Stopped. Hustled down the right side now. Worked into the zone. Oodle for Halifax tries to circle it back around, and it's handed off to Cranston. Cranston up to Pelham. Pelham on the left side. Pelham down deep. Metledge trying to cut off on the wall, back to Cranston. Cranston steps into the middle, holds on to it. Cranston shot, scores, top shelf. What a finish by Cranston. And he even does a little selly there for the camera. Delivering the shot there, a little jump shot like Steph Curry. Back of the net, 5-0. A nice shot there for his second of the game. Lorette wins the face-off, spinning around. Down the wall, Halifax looking for a 2-on-1 the other way, handed off, shot it, saved by McSween. McSween gets over and stays pat. And the best chance of the game for Halifax, can't reach the back of the net as he stands up to the task. One into the corner. Halifax still looking to get their first of the game here. Circle out in front on the stick. Shot out in front. McSween, and then that gets finished. McSween makes the initial save, but the rebound there put home, and it'll be 5-1 here, just over halfway through this game. And Halifax on the board. Maybe that'll be some life into them. I mean, 4-goal deficit. They're going to have to pick up play, but they've got time. Half of the game left. Up the boards. Stopped up now in ahead. Brown. Brown down the right. Poked off his stick. Trying to spin back. It's in the middle. Henneberry to the line, trying to go for turnover, and Struff gets it once again, and he'll keep that pressure up down the left side all the way in. Cut off on the blue line though. Back to Todd here. Struff gonna pick it up though, plays it to the middle. Douglas will grab. Douglas, typically a defensive player, will send that in down the right side. And we got a full-scale change for Chebucto. Jollymore down low. Chip by him. Castonguay now. Castonguay spun around through the middle, stopped. Back to Jollymore. Jollymore chops at it. Now chip down the right side. Into the zone they come. That one turned over as he took too long to pass, and a good play there by the Halifax defender. Down the wall, Cranston gets it back. Trying to get it to the middle. It's chipped up the right wall. Cranston tries to poke it ahead to Chip. It'll get deep there. Halifax holds. Goaltender back to the wall. Some open space here now for the assistant captain. Plays it back to Jollymore. Jollymore now circling around. He'll cut back in the zone. Jollymore right side. Nice hard sauce pass up to Cranston. Bounces off his stick. Cranston picks it up. Tries to center out in front, and it's stopped, and a good chance missed. And there's a good block. Castonguay up to Cranston. Cranston hustling in. Cranston shot. That one will flutter into the corner. Picked up by Chip. Chip plays it back. Cranston picking it off. You can't, pardon me, you don't have that much time with the puck here in the offensive zone, I can tell you that much. That's down the wall. Looking for the outlet, gets in, and Jollymore with a little contact. He'll circle back. Shoots it out the right side to Pelham. Pelham brings it in on side. He's got Cranston in the middle. Pelham tries to play it, holds on to it. He's got Cranston in front, still holding on to it. Played back to the right side. To Jollymore on the line. Jollymore brings it in a few feet, then will come back. Works it down, turned over as couldn't get enough on the pass, but good for Chebucto. Held on to, sent in, and Cranston gets the goalie out of position and finishes off the hat trick. And Bowen Cranston, 3 on the board. And another good game for the young guy with 1:12 left to go in the second. It'll be 6-1. Cranston getting to the right areas and looking a lot more like himself. Sent in the left side. To the line, they try to pinch it. Comes back in and hack away at it. Metledge on the wall. And Pelham in the middle. Pelham stick handling, nice little pullback move there. Left side, that'll fall off the end of his stick, or right up the back of the net. Coming ahead now, in through the middle. Behind the back pass there, 35 seconds left in the period. It'll be picked up on the left side. Pelham once again with speed. Surveying, plays it to the middle. Metledge poked off his stick. Back to the line, that'll jump over. McDonald turned over. Halifax brings it in. Left side, shot in. McSween saved. 14 seconds to go here in the second. It'll be saved 6-1. Haven't seen a penalty here since early. To the line, that one off the skate. Struff now almost had the go-ahead. Back in the other way, and that'll do it. So End of 2 here, 6-1 the score. We'll head to the break here for the third period. Shabukto trying to move on to tomorrow. In towards the middle, Cranston on the job, wins it over to Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe gonna circle out down the right side. Trying to push that on the boards. Into Struff. In behind they go now, looking for the outlet down the right side. Captain Brown here is tried to hold him up, but he'll pick up speed on rushing. Halifax looking like they're, honestly playing with a little bit of gusto here, considering the score and how much time's left, but not giving up. Looks like they're having fun out there, which is what matters. Peno Palace into the middle. Cranston grabs. Cranston looking for the outlet. Gets it on the stick, but it just bounces off, and now beat back to the puck. Into the right side, they'll spin back. Held on to. In towards the middle. Douglas shot in. That one gloved down. 9:05 to go here. A minute gone in the third period. Held on to, shot in, glove save, rebound. That one's suicide. Looking for the wraparound, they score. On the boards, 7-1. And a good job staying with that Johnston, a name I don't fully recognize, but may have been a call up or something, but if he is, he looks right in place, and a nice play there. As Halifax struggling to keep up with the Shabukto squad right now. And we are ready to go. Chip with it. Chip through the legs. Chip still has it. Cuts in. That one's in the middle. Looking for the free puck. Poked aside by the goaltender. Rebound there. Shot in. Left side save. Lorette shot in. Save. Halifax up the wing. To the middle. They're going to circle back on. That one eventually comes out. Lorette chipped up ahead. Chip grabs it. Down the right side. He'll step in. Glove save. .818 left to go in the third. Cranston into the wall, held on to. Metledge gets knocked away before he can get there. Goalie dove out. Back of the zone there. Now over to McDonald. McDonald in down the right side. Handed that off. Metledge now. Metledge shot. Saved there with the glove. Held on to. Into the corner. Puck kind of just poked along here. Pelham He's had a good game here from the first face-off. Gets it to Metledge. That one's kicked up ahead. Back to the line they go. Backhanded on. Pelham. Handed it off. Grab now Cranston. Cranston shot and a glove save. Cranston looking for his 4th of the game, and he thought that one was in. Had a lot behind that shot. They'll change the defense, but keep the forwards out there. Metledge, Pelham, and Cranston. 7:27 to go here in the third of our game 1 of the Provincial Eliminator. Cranston went over to Pelham. Spun around, back to Douglas. Douglas hands off. That one intercepted in the middle. Cutting out. Down the right. Henneberry, good defensive play there, gets it cut off. Henneberry in his skates, flicked up Cranston. Pelham. Shipped into the blue line, tries to keep it alive. Down the right side they come. Brought in, just onside. Kong picks up for Halifax. Douglas pinching in to cut off. Pelham doesn't gain center. It actually gets sent over on icing. He was just off, so it'll head back the other way. 6:39 left to go here. Puck dropped in to the right side, poked at, into the middle. Struff gets spun out, picks up to the middle. Lorette tries to get the break. That one way out of the net. The goalie plays it nicely. Struff gets a poke at it, but comes back to Jollymore. Turned over the other way. Jollymore's trying to cut him off, but it gets worked back in the zone, left side. Handed off to the middle. Jollymore dives out and makes the good play there on defense. Spun around. Circling back around. Brown right side, played down low, chipped out front, rebound there. McSween covered a decent amount of the net, but the shot didn't even get off. Lead pass there. Struff in the middle, holds, shot around, and almost scores. He had the nice little deke there. Tried to put it in on the right side, and it just rolls by. Try for it again, and a good breakaway move. Then looking for Rimmer on the outlet pass, misses. And that one sent down for the delayed icing. So lots of exciting stuff coming up here on High Button Sports in the next month. We've got the U13 AAA Provincials. We got the Joe Montang. We've got the U50 AAA Females Provincials. We've got all the female provincials technically over in BMO. So quite the month here for us. In towards the middle, that backhanded on the wall. Chip tries to stay with it. Spun back, Cranston down to Chip. Chip ahead, left side, still on. Chip, shot, steered away. On the wall now, Halifax. Right side, gonna play that down. Poked in ahead. Looking for the lead, that one's gonna be knocked off the other way. Coming back around. Tried to steer out in front, poked at. Lead pass, trying to get it up. And, my mistake. That one's sent in. A glove by McSween. He gets there for the rebound and covers it up. And up to the task from the first whistle. Still on it, McSween. Phenomenal goaltending. And the 7-1 score remains. We're running out the clock here, 4:46 to go here in the third. In ahead, back to the line they come. Through the legs, Halifax held on to, pass across, shot, scores. Halifax with their second of the game, 7-2 the score. Late one here. In towards the middle. Left side. Trying to steer ahead. Centering. That one misses. Lorette through the legs. Metledge picks it up. Metledge. Backhand pass. That one missing. Circling back in the zone. They're going to flick that out. Pass the stick there. Brown now with it. Brown poked away by Lorette. Lorette continues to have a good game as well. Full team effort here for Shabuktu. Came to play. Lead pass. Down the left side. Shot in. That one bounces out. They're under 4 minutes to go here. Circling back around, back to Henneberry as it exits. Henneberry in, Pelham now. Pelham entering, trying for the shot, can't get it. Drop pass there, right side to Lorette, shot in, glove down. Douglas, slap shot in. That one knocks the stick out of the hands of the player, but then sent in on a nice diving play. Make it 8-2. We continue on here. 8-2 the score. And like I said, really not much left to say, is basically just Shabuktu showed up to play today, and they've delivered from the first shift on. A few defensive lapses, but that's about it. Other than that, they've been rock solid as Cranston and Jollymore going for the same puck. Cranston will hand it back to Jollymore. Played across. Up the left side now. Struff by. Skated in. Sutcliffe down low. Sutcliffe tries to center. In the middle. Handed off, and that one chipped back. Jollymore picks it up in stride. Down the right. In behind Sutcliffe. Spinning around. In front, quick shot, Struff, and it's covered up. 2:42 to go here in the third. He's having a lot more whistles here in the last 5 minutes than we did the entire first period. As the pace slowing down a little bit. Red on it, back to Jollymore, quick shot in, another save. Skating out Halifax down the left side. Harper looking for the edge. Jollymore squaring up to him, gets a stick on it. That one gets freed up to Chip. Poked in, trying to steer. Sent in the zone. Halifax goaltender plays it off. Up the wall, Chip cuts it off. Johnston fighting for it. It eventually comes out back to Jollymore. Jollymore circling. Hand it off. Gets him on the far side. Looking for that lead back for Chip. Chip shoots in. That one missing. Under 2 minutes to play here. Lead pass to Harper. Jollymore grabbing. Jollymore circling in. It's down the right side. Jollymore fishes that puck out himself. Chip's covering for him. Behind the back pass to Lorette. Sent in. Shot. Scores. 9-2 the score off a nice leave the pass behind the back play by Jollymore, and a great assist there. And finished off 9-2. 1:39 to play. Puck dropped in there, Metledge. Handed off to Pelham. Pelham onside, put into Metledge. Left side, Striff, shot, save. 1:26 to go. There's just been a plethora of shots here in the last 5 minutes on both sides. It's caused this game to slow right down. I didn't think there'd be any chance we didn't make it in with the 50 minutes the way we're rolling, but these last few have caused some problems as we're into our final 90 seconds. McDonald behind the back, in ahead. Back to the line. On the right side, steering up Pelham. Pelham down the right wall. He'll go down as we approach the final minute of play here. That one's on the corner. Halifax looking for the outlet, left side. Coming up to Johnston. It's tied up in the middle, Pelham. Back to the line, they work it back out. Pelham grabs it at center. Onside. Spun out, 36 seconds to go. Down in the zone here, Johnston. And that one offside with just under 30 to go. Zamboni ready to come. Clock about to tick to the final second. Down the left side. That one tied up in the middle. Trying to chip it ahead. Stopped by McDonald. Sutcliffe gets a stick on it. Back to the line. Held on to. 5 seconds to go. Steering ahead. In down the right. Halifax one last try. McSween. Save. And that'll do it. So Chebucto moving on in the provincial qualifiers, and that'll do it. 9-2 the final. Fantastic game for Chebucto start to finish. Halifax couldn't keep pace, but that'll be it.